Hello, pretty people.
Hello, pretty people.
All the pretty people say hi, Jerisha. Let me know you're in the building. Yes, it is. I forgot something, but that's okay. We're gonna have to go with it. Oh, hello, gorgeous. It's Wednesday, and what do we do every Wednesday night? A quick Q&A for all of my people in my business tip motivation and inspiration group. And if you are a subscriber on TT, you get to come on the live. So yes, I'm happy to see your beautiful faces. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Hello, pretty people. All the pretty people say hi, Jerisha. Let me know you're in the building. If you have a business, put the word business in the chat. And I will, of course, recognize you. I want to see your beautiful faces. Double tap that screen. If you're on TT, our first goal is 5,000 hearts. So we want to double tap that screen and share the broadcast. I don't want to be the best kept secrets. It's a Wednesday. It's time for our training, our Q&A. And so I'm going to be answering a question as I always do every Wednesday night. I'm going to turn that down just a smidgen. As I do every Wednesday night from 8 to 9. If you are part of my community, hey, Tanya in the building. Hey, gorgeous, good to see your beautiful faces. DDT in the building. So if you have a business, put the word business in the chat. I do need you to comment so TT know this is the real person on a real live. And we're going to have some fun. So this is an educational live. So if you like to learn, I like to teach. And if you're joining me for the very first time, you can put newbie in the chat. Please make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. It's me, DDT. Yes, good to see you. Good to see you. Make sure you follow if you're not already following. Yes, we're going to get 25 unique followers doing this live. Yes, you got a newbie in the building. I got a newbie in the building. I love to see my newbies. Miss Deborah in the building. Hey, Miss Deborah, how you doing? Lachey is in the building. Tanya in the building. Good to see your beautiful faces. Vanessa in the building. Hey, Sabrina, how you doing? How you doing? I got to make sure I am sharing in all the places. I am streaming in multiple places. And so as an online influencer and social media, a business coach, let me just tell you, okay, you definitely want to use the tool. Use the tool. Don't be a fool. I am streaming in multiple places because I don't own FB, IG, YT, TT. I do not own the platform. So therefore, I'm taking full advantage of streaming on all of them at one time. And so if you're anything like me, I worked in radio and television. My degrees are in communications and public relations. Loved the industry, hated the hours. After I started my young family, I wanted time freedom. And so the first person who spoke to me about a home-based business, I said, yes. I was like, I'm in there like swimwear. Let's go. And so I got started on a very part-time basis, like a lot of you. So I had a full-time job and a home-based business, growing it all at the same time. My son was 2 at the time. So I had a lot on my plate like everybody else. But I decided that I wanted to learn a new skill. And so I got started on a part-time basis. I was able to lay off my corporate job years ago. I know I look good years ago, and was able to replace my earnings and haven't looked back since. And so how I got online, I'm like most of you, I wasn't even online. I had a huge business, huge organization, a part of the top 1% of that company, and I just wasn't online. And then I realized our meetings were getting smaller. People weren't showing up. We had an office, we had conference rooms, we were traveling, and the turnout was not as big, as it used to be. And so we said, we got to find another way. So I got online. I was like, oh my gosh, it's people on social media. And I'm not tech savvy. So I was like, here's the problem, Jerusha. You're not tech savvy. You're not that good at that. What are you going to do? Am I going to make excuses, or am I going to put in the sweat equity? So I decided to put in the time, put in the money, invest in myself, get courses, masterminds, join groups like you guys are a part of my community, so I could learn social media. And so that was just like most of you during the pandemic. And I decided, you know what? It's 4.8 billion people on social media. These are my people. I don't have to go meet anybody face to face. I don't have to do it face to face. I don't have to leave my home if I don't choose to. I don't have to meet you at a coffee shop if I don't choose to. I don't have to pay for an office if I don't choose to. What? Okay, I'm like, this is it, baby. This is it. And so I did make that transition. And so now I teach you how to actually scale your businesses to 6, 7, 8 figures using social media. And I am a sales and marketing business coach that can help you attract unlimited leads. So if you're joining me for the very first time, say, hey, Jerusha. So yes, put in the chat, say, hey, Jerusha. If you are part of my community, yes, if you are part of my business tip, motivation, and inspiration group, as you know, every Wednesday night, I come live and I answer your questions inside that community. If you're on TT and you're a subscriber, you get to come on the live. Now, I am using a stream key for TT, so I haven't quite figured it out. I guess I would have to send you the StreamYard link. Okay, I think I figured it out, just like that. Talking out loud, I figured it out. So if you are on TT and you are a subscriber, you get to come on the live. We do one-on-one coaching if you have a question about sales and marketing. So the first thing that I do is answer the question in my community. And that question is, do I need a niche? Why do I have to have a niche? A niche, however you want to pronounce it. You say it the way that you want to say it, and then I'll do my best to say it the way that I can say it. Okay, so niche, doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about. Do you have to niche down to be successful on social media? Do you have to do one thing over and over and over to see results on social media? Do you have to do it? So we're going to talk about that. So do me a favor. I always recognize my business owners. So if you have a business, please put the word business in the chat. I would love to recognize you, give you a quick shout out so I can see you and the people can see you. If you're on the FB, you can give me some stars if this is valuable to you. If I say something inspiring and motivating, I give you a business tip or a strategy. Same thing on TT. You got to double tap that screen and then some hearts is going to come up. That TT know, yeah, this is a valuable live. So we got to make sure we're commenting and we're tapping the screen. If you're on FB, you got to hit the stars and you got to comment so people can know that this is a valuable live. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Yes, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, share it with 10 of your business besties so that they can get the info too. Now, what I'm going to do is I didn't walk this morning. I walk every day. I do 10 to 15,000 steps. And so I'm going to be walking on the treadmill. I'm on the treadmill, so I'm going to be walking and talking. So yes, so you're going to bear with me because you get what you need, business strategies, hacks, motivation, things that you need to do to increase your visibility. You're going to get all of that. And then I get to get my workout on. So it's a win-win situation. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Jules in the building. Hey, Jules, how you doing? Say, hey, Jerusha. So yes, we're going to get our walk on. We're going to if you're at home and you want to walk with me, let's go, pretty people. Let's go. If you're going to walk, you need to do a minimum of 7,000 steps. I'm going to do about 10 to 15,000, but you got to do a minimum of 7,000 steps every day. Drink 1 liter of water, and I take a pack of goodness that gives me energy, stamina, mental focus, clarity, a little bit more agility, just so I can stay hot and fine. You have trouble streaming to destination. Is it possible the stream was ended or deleted? I hope not. Did we end the stream? I don't think so. Was TT ended? Hold on, TT. Did TT end? Kitty, Mo, can you see me on TT? I still see me on TT. Hold on. Let me know on TT. It said a stream ended, but I can see me. That's why I have the phone too, just in case. Mo, let me know in the chat. If you can see me on TT, it says the stream. Hey, Lee, do me a favor. Let me know if you can see me on TT. I can see you fine. You are live. Oh, okay, now it went away. It says you are live. Okay, all right. Yes, that's the only thing about using a stream key because, you could be on one platform and it not show up on another one. So, yeah, that's where we are. So we got YT in the building. We got FB in the building. Whoop, whoop. We got TT in the building. Say, hey, Jerusha. Thank you so much. All right. So I'm glad that you have a business. I appreciate you sharing the broadcast. So let's answer your question. Do you need a niche? No. Okay. Helpful? Yes. So to answer your question, do you need one to be successful? I don't think you need one. Do I think it's helpful for you to be successful faster? Yes. Okay. So I think it's important that you figure out who you want to be, because I see a lot of people like, I don't want to niche down. I get it. You don't want to do the same thing over and over and over and over. It's boring, right? Well, do you want people to know you for something? So you can say Kevin Hart. We know him for a comedian, but he also is an actor, right? So you can do other things, but he's known for his, I guess he's, hey y'all, Erica in the building. I guess he's funny to you guys. So he's a comedian first, and then he also is a businessman. He also is an investor. He also has his nonprofit organization, so he can do other things. But when you think of Kevin Hart, what do you think of? Right? Same thing with Steve Harvey. When you think of Steve Harvey, he's supposed to be a comedian, right? But he does Family Feud. He has many businesses that he's invested in. When you think of what's his name, Magic Johnson, of course you know him for basketball. That's his niche. However, Karma, he also has movie theaters and TGI Friday and all these different things that he's invested in. He's a businessman. So I do think it's important for you to be known for one thing, but you can do multiple things because we're all talented, right? We all have different things that we want to share with the world. So that's that to answer your question. I'm going to go in detail. Trust me. Thank you so much for reposting. Okay, Miss Cindy in the building. Hey, Miss Cindy, how you doing? Good to see you. We all have, things that we can do, multiple things. We're gifted in that way. God has blessed all of us to be gifted in that way. So I just think that you still want to be known for something. So let me say this. You said you are afraid. This is the biggest problem with most people. If you Google this, most people, you're not really, I don't know how to say this. You're afraid of the opinions of others. So it's not that you're that afraid. You're afraid of the opinions of others. If you Google this, it'll tell you one of the greatest fears in the world is the opinions of other people. So that's why you don't show up as big as you can. That's why you don't show up sharing your product, your service, your opportunity. That's why you don't go all out, because you're afraid of what people might say. Well, so you got to get out of that, because guess what? Those people don't pay your bills. Those people don't know your circumstances. Those people are not going to be living your dreams. So I wouldn't care what people say. You're going to be, my mother told me a long time ago, you're going to be too much for some people. Those aren't your people. Those are not your people. You can write that down. Say, business coach Jerusha said, hey, Cindy, thank you so much for the hot chocolate. Don't tap that screen. Say, hey, Jerusha, thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Fear is physical. Write that down. Say, business coach Jerusha said, fear is physical. I'm walking and talking. I got to get my steps in as I'm training this class at the same time. So let me just tell you, fear is physical. Stress hormones, I would say like cortisol and adrenaline are released. Your blood pressure and your heart rate increases. And so you start breathing real fast, right? Okay. Even your blood flow changes. So for me, it's more about what happens. The blood flows to your heart, your limbs, and that's what makes it easier for you to put somebody, because that adrenaline is running through you. And so you can conquer that. It's called self-control. You can conquer that fear. You are not born to fear. Everything is a learned behavior. When you were born, you were only deposited with two fears: the fear of falling and the fear of a loud sound. So when you were a baby and you came out, the loud sound made you cry. Okay? And falling, you know how babies jump? They feel like they're falling. It made them cry. Those are the only two fears when you were born that was deposited into you. Every other fear is a learned behavior. So whatever you can learn, you can unlearn. Yes, Jerusha, you can unlearn. Of all our emotions, fear is by far the most challenging one, and most people don't want to face it. Most people realize, I'm afraid of a lot of things. I'm afraid of snakes. I'm afraid of, but when I was a baby, I wasn't afraid of it. I'm afraid of bears, but when I was a baby, I wasn't afraid of it. It's a learned behavior. Oh, snap. I have a lot. Oh, spiders, snakes. Yes. You're welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And yet living in fear is always a choice. So we can choose to live in that invisible force of fear, or we can choose a different storyline, one of hope and possibility and connection and growing and wealth and health. We all make choices. And you heard people say fear, F-E-A-R, right? False evidence appearing real. I heard somebody else say fear is face everything and rise. And I heard another one, oh, forget everything and relax. And another one, false expectations about reality. They're all good, right? Write it down. I need a great note taker. When I'm speaking, I need people taking notes. If I'm invited to someone's Zoom or a women's event or, speaking somewhere, I love to see people taking notes, nodding their heads. Yes, Jerome. That hypes me up. So in the comments, if I say something that inspires you, that motivates you, that resonates with you, you're going to put it in the comments. Okay? Yes or yes. So to answer your question more in depth about a niche, basically, you specialize in something. Okay? A specialized segment. Basically, if you're good at whatever your product is, your service, your position, that's what you're known for. And so when you are creating your account, say your account is about cooking, but that's kind of broad. What type of cooking? Are you cooking vegan food? Are you vegetarian? So you want to break it down in categories. So a niche is what makes your channel unique. So for me, I'm a sales and marketing business coach and sales and marketing business coach and a speaker, right? And so my channel is about those things. I teach business strategies, and I also motivate and inspire people to do more, to live up to their full potential. That's what the channel is about. So even if I'm imitating pastors, it's still in my niche. It's just a trend. So when I'm imitating pastors, it's motivational. It's inspiring, which is still in my niche. So you get to see that part of me. I get to act. Tyler Perry, I'm right here. I get to show you, okay, I have some acting skills. Make sense? A niche can be broad, like your channel could be about traveling or more focused on foods to eat when you travel. See, that's a more focused channel. So let's say you're a blogger, an influencer, or just a person who happens to have, an account, an IG account, FB, TT, doesn't matter. When people go to your page, what can they expect? Chances are you post content under a certain topic or category, right? And so you're placed under that thing, under that category. So if you are about traveling, you're in travel. Typically, you want to be a little bit more, I would say, specific other than traveling. What about traveling? So it depends on what area of traveling you want to focus on. So I'm going to give you some things. You can write it down. I'm going to share my screen. That's the one good part about using a stream key. I get to share my screen, which is helpful for me when I'm teaching and walking at the same time. And I would say niching down is easier when it's about you, and you will attract your people. Your vibe attracts your tribe. It's necessary that your niche is relatable, not your product, not your company name. You're the brand. People are buying people. The reason why you're listening to me because you bought the person. I sell something and I'm going to sell it to you, right? If you need it. But you're buying the person first. And the moment people realize that you're always selling yourself, you're the brand. The name of my company is not the brand. I'm the brand. People buy people before they buy your product, your service, your opportunity. You better write that down. So yes, Jerusha, I understand. And so it's no need to say a company name. Why? That company isn't saying your name. Your name is what's going to carry your page. It's your page. When you started your page, it said your name. It didn't say your company name. It didn't. It said your profile picture. It didn't say your company profile picture. It didn't say their logo. It said yours, your email, because it's about you. Social media is meant to be social, and there's too many people not being social. And I'm good at being social. I'm good at talking to the peoples. So I'm going to give you some easy things that you can do, actionable steps, as always, around your niche so you can decide what you want to be known for. Thank you so much for tapping that screen. I appreciate you. My first goal on TT is 5,000 hearts, so I appreciate the love. Good to see your beautiful faces. So if you're on FB, you can give me some stars. Say, hey, Jerusha, it's going down for real. So let's do this. So let me give you some actionable steps. And this is for you, beginners, people who just don't understand the importance of a niche, how this is going to help you. I got you tonight. Number one, pick one category you want to be known for. Don't try to be the everything store. You know how some stores just got everything, and you're like, what is this store about? So if you go to a restaurant and they supposed to have seafood, but they sell chicken, like, you know, when I hear Arby's is selling seafood, or I hear that Popeyes is selling, I don't know, gumbo. It's weird. Not that they can't get out their lane, but you're known for chicken. Like, you want to stay close to chicken. Does that make sense? So pick the one area you want people to think of you for. So do you want to be known as the skincare expert? You know, do you want to be known as, and you are an expert. That's one thing, you got to own it. You are an expert. You don't have to have your cosmetology license. You don't have to have any license on social media. Baby, if you're good at it, you can teach people how to be good at it, then you're the expert. So you don't have to have imposter syndrome, like, oh my gosh, people know I don't have a cosmetology license. They know I'm not a real makeup artist. They know I'm not. They don't. They don't. You think the people on TikTok teaching you TikTok have degrees? They don't. You think they went to school with this? They didn't. So they just made their account, their channel around that thing, and you know them for TikTok tips. You know them for sales and marketing tips, like me. You know them for comedy. That's what you know them for. And you rely on them because you show up. You see them over and over and over. That's building trust. The reason why people follow you, they see you so much giving value. They see you being the expert in your niche. They follow you. When they follow you, they like you. You can build relationships. They buy from you. That's how simple it can be. So let me share my screen so you can take a screenshot. Thank you so much. Latanya in the building. Hey, Latanya Robinson, how you doing? Gorgeous. Good to see your beautiful faces. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to share my screen because I want you to get this. You can take a screenshot. And so this is what I do for my peoples in the Business Tip Motivation and Inspiration group. I make sure I give them enough value so when they walk away, they know exactly what to do. Oh, did I not do this? Hold on. I'm like, did I not do it? Hold on. Oh, maybe I did. Okay, hold on. All right, so this is what we're going to do. Share my screen. All right, let's see if I can do this without kicking you guys off. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Go, Jerusha. Okay. I was nervous about it. I was like, wait a minute. Am I going to be able to do it? I did it. Okay. Tell me, Erica, you see my screen? Yes or yes? All right. So here's what you're going to do in terms of a niche. Like I just said, and I'm going to give you these TikTok action steps right now. First of all, when you pick one area you want people to think of you for, then you're going to use the search bar on TT or FB. Yes, okay. Or IG or YT, wherever. You're going to go to the top of the search bar. You're going to type in keywords related to your niche. You're in skincare. You're going to type in keywords related to that. If you're in insurance, real estate, whatever your business is or whatever you sell related to that, you're going to click where it says top, which is the top performing videos in that niche. You'll be able to see where it says users. These people have used that same keyword. And then you're going to be able to see where it says sounds. Those are trending sounds. So you're going to study which videos are trending in your topic. And so what I do is, and I tell my clients inside the 3-day ride, you're going to choose 5 to 10 people in your niche. Go find the videos that you like. They sell the same thing you sell. It could be a different company, but they sell the same thing that you sell. Those are your people. Now, once you start following that person, guess what? You're going to interact on the page, engage on the page. You're going to love on the page. If they're on a live, you're going to go in the live. You're going to do all the things, okay? Remember, it's enough for everybody. So you're not going to have this scarcity mentality that, well, they sell T-shirts, I sell T-shirts. That's the person you should be following, the one that sells T-shirts, because you sell it. Now, you don't want everybody that you follow to sell the same thing, but you're going to go find 5 to 10 people who sell the same thing as you. They're just at a different level than you. And so somebody that's just right above you, somebody who's super, super successful, you want to follow a brand that sells what you sell, you want to go find those people. Make sense? Yes or yes? Okay? Because that's going to give you ideas. That's going to get you out of the box. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate you double tapping that screen. I appreciate it. Okay, number 2. I hope y'all taking notes, baby. I love a great note taker. I hope you're taking notes. It's your time. I hope you're taking notes. All right, so number 2. First of all, let me say this. When you do that, right, you want to make sure that you hit the bell on those 5 people pages that you're following. Hit the bell. So when they go live, you get a notification. Makes sense, okay? When they go live, you get a notification. And if you're available, you don't need to be rushing to do anything. If you're available, it pops up in your notification. You're sitting in the car. Yes, go into the live. If they put out a piece of content, yes, go love on that piece of content. You're trying to build relationships and connections. Make sense? It's enough room for everybody. And I don't even want what God got for you. I only want what he has for me. So I'm never worried about somebody stealing my peoples. I'm never worried about that. So number 2, in finding your niche, or do you need a niche, or if a niche is necessary, you want to identify who actually shows up for your content. You can see right now if it's your aunt that continues to show up, your cousin, people you know, like, oh, that's my cousin. I understand. What that tells me is you're not meeting new people. Now, if you're inside the 3-day rides, if you haven't seen it, put ride in the chat, RIDE. That tells me you didn't do what I told you to do in a 3-day ride, which is to meet 10 new people every day. Okay, 10 new people every day. So if you're meeting 10 new people every day, you're not having the same people just say commenting on your stuff. It should be new people. If you're meeting 10 new people every day, even if you did 5 days and not 7, that's 50 new people that you actually went to their page, loved on the page, commented, and left a DM. The algorithm is going to serve those people your page. You'll notice if you go in here, I think I have a torn, what's it called? Rotator cuff. So I went to the search. I put in torn rotator cuff. All these videos came up. I looked at the top videos and then I went down to look at the lesser videos. Now on my feed, guess what's coming up? Exercises for rotator cuffs. So I'm telling you, it happens to you too. You look up a cooking video, now all the cooking videos are coming up on your page. So that's why it's important to follow people who sell what you sell, because if they're a top producer, they have 45, 50,000 people, 100,000 people, 1 million people. Guess what the algorithm is going to do? Divvy some of those people to you because y'all have the same content, the same niche, right? So if they like her content, they probably are going to like yours. If they like makeup and it's so-and-so, they're probably going to like yours because you sell makeup. You following me? So identify who actually shows up for your content. So look at the real people commenting, the real people watching, the real people DMing. Those are your bread and butter clients. Those are clients. Bola in the building. Hey, Bola, how you doing? Those are clients. And so you got to start building those relationships. Now, for those of you that's going to tell me I don't have time, I'm going to tell you, you need the Power Hour strategy. And most people, if they follow the Power Hour strategy, they see results. Most people don't follow it because they're like, I don't have time. That's the point. You have to follow it so you have time, right? So the Power Hour strategy gives you 15 minutes, 4 times a day, and it tells you exactly what to do. One of the things that it tells you to do, I give you all the income producing activities. It's about 15 or 20 of them. And one of them is interacting on social media with people in your niche. One of them is engaging with the people for 15 minutes. You should be able to talk to one person per minute. So that should be 15 people. But I'm going to give you 10, okay? I'm going to say you can do 10 in 15 minutes. Instead of 15, I can do 15, 20. You can do about 10. But once you get a hang of it and you're doing it over and over and over and over and over, you're going to be good at it too. Now, all you have to do, if you want to find out who's your people, you're going to go Check your analytics on TikTok. You're going to see your audience, your age, your gender, your top locations. You can see this on all of them, not just TTFB. You can see your analytics. My group is between 30. Well, they tell me the people that watch me the most is between 30 and 45, right? Okay, so I can look and say, okay, these are people who work in corporate America. Those are my people. And so you can look and see where are they located. Most of my people are in the U.S. Okay, what cities? It even breaks it down to what states. Okay, people in the north love me. People in the south, what you doing? I'm from the south. So I have more people from the north that see my content based on the analytics. Okay, this will literally tell you who your niche currently is. You following me? Yes or yes? Is this helpful? Now, what I think is important, once you see that information, you see that, okay, I need to tailor my content to who it's telling me is watching. That's who it's telling me is watching. People between 30 and 50 years old, they're telling me these people watch my content the most. So I can say women in their 30s. I can say women in their 40s. I can even say women in their, I can say it because that's what they told me, people who watch my content, the age group that they're in. So you can have that tailored piece of content. You following me? Yes or yes? All right, so now, number 3. Let me see. What question did you have? Wait a minute. Let me see if I can answer your question. Now, even if you don't want that group, because listen to this. I actually like people, and I'm a mature person too. I like people in their 30s. Now, I'll work with anybody. The reason why I like people in their 30s, because they worked in corporate America long enough not to like it, and they want more streams of income. Because right out of school, in my opinion, right out of college, grad school, and undergrad, you're so excited to work in your field. I was so excited to work in radio and television. That's what I was going to do. So even if you have presented me an opportunity, I'm going to work in radio and television. So when you come out of school and you're going to be a nurse, your focus is, I want to be a nurse. If you come out of school and you want to be, a paralegal, your focus is that. So I think you need that time to work in that field. And I think it's a good experience. It actually allows you to see what's possible. So I'm all for people working in corporate America. If it's for you, then you need to keep doing it. If you need a little side hustle, I got you. So now people in their 30s, they work long enough to realize, oh, I'm not going to be a millionaire. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought my degrees was going, like, I was going to be there already. Oh, I'm not. You mean I'm 28 and I'm not a billionaire yet? Okay, so reality kicks in the 30s. So for me, it's prime time because they're open to possibilities. They're open to options. They're open to seeing what's available because they realize how talented they are at that point, right? And they've established some type of, whether they purchase a home or a car or something, they're at a point where they want more. So those are my perfect people. I love it. Now, your people might be different. You might want to attract people in your age bracket. You might want to attract people that's, have whatever age you are. I actually like them at a certain age because not only are they still impressionable, but they're eager and they are ambitious and they still believe, they still have hope. Life have not beaten them up at all or a little. But when, unfortunately, life happens, when you are more mature, you don't really want to learn a lot of things. You're kind of stuck in your ways, right? So it depends on what you sell. I'm selling basically sales and marketing skills using social media. I want people who want to use social media. So if I meet somebody and say, oh, I don't use that, they're not my person. So keep in mind who you're talking to and who you want to attract. Is that resonating with everybody? Okay, good. She said, yes, it's resonating. That makes sense. All right. You're my people. You understand. Okay, we're on the same page. All right, so let's talk about it. Number 3. This is the thing. Okay, you got it. I just want to make sure you can see it. Yes, this is the deal. Even if you talk to the right people, everybody's not going to say yes. Just because I can give you all the skills and techniques and words, but you still have to talk to a lot of people because everybody's not your people. You still got to go through the process. Most people don't like the process. They give up too early. Oh my goodness. You were going to see it, but you gave up so fast. You didn't give it a chance. God is trying to develop you. He's trying to develop you because what's about to happen, you need to be fully developed. You need to be grown, right? Because at every level, there's a devil. And so if you're not even ready, you can't handle the basics. How would you be able to handle this? So understand it's a process that's necessary. You're going to grow into it. So this is the thing. You want to leave high value comments on niche creators' videos. Remember I said you're going to go find 5 to 10 people who do what you do? Then you're going to leave comments, high value comments on their videos. So don't comment cute. Girl, you want to be seen. Didn't I tell you this is about being social, networking? Don't just put cute. If I go to Lisa Nichols' page or E.T.'s page or Tony Robbins' page or Inky Johnson page or anybody, I'm not going to be like, nice. Well, I know how to form a complete sentence. Why would I just be like nice? I want to be on the same stages as them, right? So that I need to be having a thought out comment. Now, if you're in the 3-day ride, I gave you ways on that smartphone that you can pretty much automate comments. It's not a bot. Your smartphone is a smartphone, not a dumb phone. And so, yes, inside my 3-day ride, I show you how you can automate to your comments where they're already there. You can just populate up and you don't have to think about what to say. You already got generic comments ready to go. Because if I see someone cooking a cooking video, I don't have to think about what can I say about this cooking video. I'm wasting time. I'm a professional time thief. And so, no, I'm not going to do that. I already have ready-made comments. So if I see a cooking video, it's going to say, yummy, send me some through the internet, ? So now the person always replies, I got you, friend. I got you, sis. I got you, queen. What's your address? I'm going to text you the recipe every time. You know why? Because I know you're not doing it. And I said, do it. And you didn't do it. If you want to get in front of people, leave comments and ask questions so they can reply to you. You do that enough, they see your name enough, they recognize, let me go to this person's page. Let me see who Bola is. Let me see who Latanya is. Let me see who Erica is. Let me see who Thomas is. They're going to figure it out. Let me go over there. Now you have their eyeballs on your page. But no, you put cute. You put like. And I told you, complete sentences. Okay, it's real easy. All right. Now, if your niche is skincare and someone posts about, hyperpigmentation, you can comment and see how I wrote this for you guys. I knew I was going to teach this class. I wrote it out for you. Thank you for my hearts. Woo, woo. My first goal is 5,000 hearts. Let's go, pretty people. Your comment could be just what I wrote here. I did this just for you. Consistency wins every time. Also, switching to non-toxic cleansers help my dark spots fade faster. Now, no one's writing a full comment like that but you, because you're building relationships. You're going to be closing more deals because everybody is scrolling so fast, they only have time for cute. They only have time for nice. They only have time for a thumbs up. But you got time for a full sentence, paragraph, dissertation, because you're trying to be seen. And if you're doing this on people's pages that you want to sell to, they're going to begin to like you because everybody's on here. They want to be seen, heard, validated. They're wearing a sign on their forehead, make me feel important. And all you got to do is make them feel important. That's it. Real simple. You got it? So here's your homework. First, you're going to find the 5 people, okay? Then you're going to comment on 5 niche videos a day. Now, I'm going to say 10 if you're inside my 3-day ride. 5 is not enough, especially in fourth quarter. It's just not enough. I'm going to be honest. 5 if you're like, I'm just tapping in. 10 if you're serious. So if you're just trying to see what happens, then you do 5. But if you're like, Jerusha, I'm all in, I'm ready to go, you have to do 10 or more. And when you do this, when you comment on 5 niche videos a day, 10 niche videos a day, viewers will click on your profile. They're going to come to you came to my profile because I came to your page. I liked your page, loved on your page. If most of you didn't know me prior to this, because I got online just like all of you. And I just made a brand and name for myself online because I continue to show up, making connections, going to pages, loving on pages, commenting on pages. And so when you do this enough, people recognize you. Make sense? You're already on there. It wasn't an extra step. If you have my power hour strategy, it's 15 minutes. So you're going to schedule that 15 minutes to engage real fast. Engage. And you're done for the day. Imagine just doing it 15 minutes of engagement, 15 minutes of prospecting, 15 minutes of following up, 15 minutes creating a video, 15 minutes editing a video throughout the day, stealing 15 minutes. It's going to change your life. You following me? Yes or yes? Now, number 4, y'all ready for this? You're going to create content that speaks to one type of problem. This is what most people don't get. Let me share my screen. This is what most people, one problem that they might have. Not 50 problems, one problem. Because if you hit a pain point, that person is now curious about what you have. So you have to be talking in solutions. We're in the business of solving problems. That's what we do as entrepreneurs. We solve problems. Okay, so let me go to number 4. Here we go, pretty people. I got you. No worries. So what I need you to do, I need you, hold on, let me go back. I got you. Can you see my screen? Okay, yes, I see you. I see your book face. So you're going to create content that speaks to one type of person, okay? People follow, obviously, specialists, and you want to be good at something. That's why the niche is kind of important. And I try to list all the people that I've worked with. I work with people in jewelry. I've worked with people who sell candles, who have a hair salon. I work with people who are in finances, digital products, skincare. And so I try to make examples where it fits you as much as possible. If I didn't list yours, then of course you get the idea, okay? So I'm giving you enough examples where you can fill in the blank. So she said, can I take a screenshot? Yes, you can take a screenshot. It's not a problem. That's why I'm sharing the screen. It's not a problem. Go for it. So if you're in skincare, you can say 3 signs your cleanser is making you break out. Wouldn't that be a good topic to talk about? Yes. And guess what? People who have breakouts are going to listen because you're talking directly to their problem. You're talking to somebody who have breakouts. If I don't have any breakouts, then I scrolled. Oh, she's not talking to me. Oh, yeah, she's talking about 3 signs your cleanser is making you break out. I'm like, oh, my cleanser is not making me break out. Not for me. But if my cleanser is making me break out, or I have any kind of breakouts, I'm stopping the scroll. Let me see what she's talking about. And if the hook is good and I continue to watch, oh, I might like it. I might comment. I might say, well, what type of cleanser do you use? I might follow because that's information I need. Everybody's on here to get something. If you're in hair care, Keisha sells hair products and she has a hair salon. And you can put something like why your twist outs never last. People want to know why I went to the salon last week and it's not working out. The twist gone. And she's answering my question. I have a problem and she's solving it. Make sense? Oh, good. She said, yes, that makes sense. I never thought about it like that. Yes, that's how it's important for you to get a mentor, a business coach, get inside the 3-day ride. That way you can ask me questions all the time and I can give you these examples all the time inside the 3-day ride. So put RIDE in the chat, RIDE. That's where I can work with you one-on-one. And anytime you have questions, we can talk about it. Make sense? If you sell digital products, I know Bola sells digital products. I know Lachey is on here, okay? You sell insurance and Tanya and all of you, right? If you have any kind of service-based business, you have to think of one of the problems most people have. What do you find to be the problem that most people have? That's what your content is going to be about. Okay. I know finances. Cindy sell finances. Deborah sell finances, right? You teach financial literacy, all those things. 3 money habits that keep you broke. Now, Cindy does a really good job at this. She's in the 3-day ride. She does a really good job at teaching people money habits, how to save money, how to invest money. She does a really good job at it, and her account is growing. She's inside the 3-day ride. Okay. The other thing that you want to do is you want to take a topic like this. Did you screenshot? You want to take a topic like this and put it in chat. And you want to say, hey, I want to solve problems about, and whatever one of these, if it fits you, like skincare, 3 signs your cleanser is making you break out. Say, I want more topics like this. My niche is boom, boom, boom. Give me 5 more topics. It's going to give you 5 more topics similar to this one. You're going to create the content around it over and over and over and over and over and over, because you think people see you all the time. They don't. Like, they're not watching you all the time. The algorithm is not showing them your content all the time. You know how many followers are on here that don't see my content? They'll see one piece one day, and then 3-5 days go past, and then they'll see another piece of content. So they're not seeing it. So don't worry about that it's the same niche over and over and over. That's good. Thank you so much for tapping the screen. I appreciate you. Now, number 5, you need to build a recognizable brand. Okay. My brand is Pretty People Incorporated. My colors are purple, as you can see, right? Even this little thing is purple. So you're going to see the brand colors every time. You're going to hear me say hashtag Pretty People every time. I got a purple shirt. It's my favorite color. So you want to make sure, if you have one, it's not your company's brand. It's yours. You're the CEO, remember? So you want to have something that stands out, that is you. At the end of my videos, I always say, this is Jerusha, right? Make sure you follow the page, or this is Jerusha. I'll see you on the page every single time. Kind of like Coca-Cola, kind of like McDonald's, kind of like Nike. They have a brand name. So when I hear, I'm loving it, I automatically know it's McDonald's. I don't even have to look at the television. I know the tune of the song. I know the lyrics. I know exactly what's on. So when people hear, hello, pretty people, I want them to know it's Jerusha, okay? So you want to stay consistent in whatever you come up with. Stay consistent so they recognize your brand. Use the same opener every time, right? Or the same ending every time, or the same signature every time, over and over and over. In your stories, if you develop a signature there, keep doing it, keep doing it. Because now that people see that, that's what they're going to expect from you. When I say hello, I went in the store and somebody say, aren't you the lady who say hello, pretty people? I was blown away. I was like, now, she don't even know my real name. She just know I say hello, pretty people. That she didn't know my name. That's okay. You don't have to know the name. That's okay, right? So you got to do it over and over and over till it's exhausting to me. I'm tired of saying it, but I know that's how I got out on social media, by saying it over and over and over. And then also, let me show you number 5. And also, there's a comedian girl on here. She actually, when she does her little comedy on here, she's funny to me. She always says, I know it. Like, she says it over and over and over. No matter what she's saying, like, she said she got hooked on this guy and he thought she was a stalker. And she says, I know you're going to leave me. I know it. I know it. And she says, I know it so much. In the comments, everybody is saying it for her. I know it. I know it. I know it. Because now that's who you are. That's a niche. That's your brand. It just means that you have been known for this thing. So even though she does other stuff, we still bring her back to, you forgot to say, I know it. People are looking for you to do it. You're following me? Yes or yes? Okay. Number 6. I love CTAs in my 3-day ride. There are 50 different call to actions that I give you if you're inside the ride. Text me the word ride in the chat, RIDE. My phone number is at the top. You can text me the word ride as well. If you text me the word ride, you'll receive an automation immediately. So text me the word ride so you can see what's in the ride. You want to secure your seat for fourth quarter. That way we get to work together now until the end of the year. So go ahead and get inside the ride. Now, number 6, I'm big on the CTAs, baby. Okay. Every piece of content should have some type of CTA. Whether you're saying like and share, save this for later, follow me for more daily tips. You want to be clear. Okay. Every single time there's a call to action. You can do it in the front of your content. You can do it in the middle. You can do it at the end, but you need to have that call to action because people don't know what to do next. You think just because you told me you had a great digital product, you made $500 in one day, and then you just told me information. But you didn't tell me how I could make $500 a day. You didn't tell me how to get more information so I can make $500 a day. You didn't do a call to action. Okay, you got great skin. You just showed me this beautiful skincare that you were using. Your skin looks flawless, but you didn't tell me how I could get it. Okay, you didn't say, all you have to do is put skincare in the chat. You didn't say, hey, just follow me for more skincare tips. Hey, just whatever. You didn't tell me anything. So most people scroll. They heard you and they scrolled because you did not tell them what to do next. You want to be clear, specific, magnetic, over and over and over. Now, here's what I've learned about doing call to actions. This is the thing. When you do it in the middle, it's probably the best. I typically will try to do one in the middle and one at the end. They're different. They're not the same. So for instance, in the middle, I can say, make sure you go ahead and save this for later because you're going to need it. That's a call to action. Then I'm going to tell you the business strategy I wanted to tell you. At the end, I'm probably going to say, make sure you follow. I'm Jerusha. I see you on the page. That's another one. So however you want to do it, you need one inside your content. So put your niche plus your promise in your bio, right? I help women in corporate America learn monetization, social media skills, or whatever you do. You're going to have that already done. I teach you how to do it inside the 3-day ride. I show you examples of people's pages on FB, IG, TT. I give you examples of what is a good looking page, what a banner should look like on your page. Because I don't know about you guys, when I go to somebody's page, I do look at their bio. I look at the picture and I look at the bio. If I don't see a picture, delete. Because I don't think you have a business. I don't think you want a business. I don't know why you don't have a picture. I'm looking for what you do. You say entrepreneurship, mom life, whatever you're saying, I'm reading it actually. And if you Google this, 70% of people read the bio. Because we want to know, should I follow you or not? Yes, we go to the content, then we see 2 or 3 videos, then we read the bio, or read the bio, then we look at the content. We're trying to decide, is this going to help me? Are you the type of person I need to follow? If you're not, we scrolled. So you do want to make sure that you change it. If you didn't change it already, I'll teach you how to change it inside the 3-day ride. It's real simple, okay? Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you sharing the broadcast. If you're on FB, you can give me some stars. If this is helpful, make sure you're dropping them stars. Make sure you're dropping. If you're on TT, double tap that screen. We got to reach our little chocolate goal right here. We got 2 out of 50. We got to reach our chocolate goal. Hold my nose down on TT. A screen is going to pop up. Share this out to 10 of your business besties right now. Share it out to 10 of your besties right now. Yes, say yes, Jerusha. I'm sharing. Share this, Carrie. When I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. Arm yourselves with it. Knowledge. So if you like to learn, I like to teach you. You landed on the right page. But if you don't like to learn, I'm probably not your person. And that's okay. All right, so let's go to number 7. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing the broadcast. I appreciate you. If you're in my community, my business tip, motivation, and inspiration group, go ahead and put your questions in there for next Wednesday. I am live answering your questions like this every Wednesday from 8 to 9. If you're part of my community, yes, if you're inside my 3-day ride, we do one-on-one training, so you don't even have to worry about it. If you have a question, just message me and we'll schedule it. You're all good if you're in the ride. Now, you're going to make 3 to 5 reoccurring videos like a series. Now, series is being updated on TT, so you can just do part 1, part 2, part 3. Kind of like Risa Tisa when she came out with that 41-part movie, okay, television show that she has now. Risa Tisa with, the horrible husband or whatever situation was. And I don't even think she thought it was going to be that big. But you see how people will binge watch multiple videos. So if it were me, I would go ahead. This is your homework. You're going to do part 1, part 2, part 3, kind of like a mini series of the same niche, different tips, right? Not the same video with the same words. You're going to obviously change up the words, but it's still leading back to your product. It's leading back to your offer. So you're going to make that. People binge watch series over and over, and the algorithm pushes it. So the moment they watch one, because I saw a girl's story that said, I was supposed to get married today, but I didn't. Part 1, and she just only did part 1. And I went to the page to go like, well, where's part 2? Because I want to know why you didn't get married today too. I'm like, well, why was you gonna get married today and today Wednesday? I was just trying to have so many questions about this. And so in part 1, she said he had 7 children. He was a pastor. He had 7 children. And she started thinking this is probably not the best move for her. So she didn't go and get married today. His mother called her, which would have been her mother-in-law, called her to find out why she stood him up today and she didn't go to the wedding, or she didn't show up. Now, she didn't have a part 2. So that's how I know people will watch. They'll go to your page. When you have part 1, you need to have it on the screen, part 1, part 1 of 3. So they'll know that's the first part. Now, don't beat yourself up if you're not able to do all of them at one time. She did not rush to do part 2. Now, I don't know if she has a part 2 now, but I just saw part 1 today. Or was it yesterday? I think it was today. And so I don't know if there's a part 2 yet, but if you notice when people come out with stories, it takes them a minute to get to part 2 and part 3 and part 4 or whatever it might be. So I would make yours short. Don't make it long now because you're talking about a product. So I would say 1 out of 3 and have like a little series. Start that right now. There's more homework for you to do. Yes. So niche mistakes beginners make. That's real easy. Say this instead when you're selling. Tiny tweaks, big money. So all of these are examples. If this doesn't fit your niche, you're going to change it to your niche. Before you quit your job, watch this. People want to know, oh, let me watch this because I'm about to quit my job. You need to make it very, very catchy. You need to have a good hook. And you're going to label each video, like I said, part 1, part 2, part 3. You're going to do all the things. And so, did you take a screenshot? You got it. Okay, great. Now, this is the thing. Don't start something you can't finish. Like, you're going to put in the sweat equity. And if this part series don't work immediately, don't say it didn't work. It didn't work that time. You're perfecting your skill. Remember I said it's a process. Most people don't like the process because the process hurts. The process stretches you. And most people don't like to be stretched because it hurts. It's different. It's uncomfortable. It's weird. It's awkward. All the things. But see, that's what separates successful people from unsuccessful people. We do hard things. We challenge ourselves. We look crazy sometimes, but we get through it because there's just learning and learning and learning to do. You learn more, you earn more. That's the name of the game. So you're going to start this part 1, part 2, part 3, and you're going to, I would even do this. There's so many ideas that come to mind. So if you're inside my 3-day ride, talk to me. But if you are not, put RIDE in the chat, RIDE, so you can see what's available. But when you have like digital products, you sell digital products, I would do 1 part. Like, hey, this is what they won't tell you about digital products, part 1. And tell us 1 micro tip about digital products. Then tomorrow, you're going to do part 2. Here's the second part about what they don't even mention before you buy it. And you tell us part 2. And you're going to tell us part 3 is just going to blow your mind. And you're either going to start digital products and sell it, or you're not. Then you give us the next day, part 3. But you definitely have to lead us on. because we're coming back for part 1, part 2, and part 3 because we want to know. Like the girl this morning who said she was supposed to get married today, I really want to know where the other part is. Because I'm just like, now why you didn't go down to the courthouse? Because I know you wasn't having a wedding today. So it's a Wednesday. So it has to have been you just went down to the courthouse, which is fine. Because I'm thinking, did people take off work? Like what happened? You know, was it just supposed to be you two? I have questions. Did you guys see this? Sherry in the building. How you doing, Sherry? So I have questions about that. So you want to also have fun. Don't be boring. You know, use the trending sound behind you. Turn it all the way down. You know how to do that, right? I mean, you turn it all the way down, but the sound is still playing. That's what you want to do. Number 8, you definitely want to study the leaders in your niche daily. The people that you like to follow, whether it's a podcast, a YT, you want to study those leaders in your niche daily. Not copy, study. You're doing it to understand how they're making this happen. And every single day, you got to have personal development. Your income will rarely exceed your level of personal development. So every day, you got to be developing yourself, learning, watching, taking notes, absorbing, doing. You don't want to be an information hoarder. You want to make sure you implement. I just told you what to do. Just do it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Don't start thinking, okay, wait, I got to get this in order. No, you don't. You know the information tonight. You don't have to get it in order. You know the information tonight. You have your product tonight. You have your services tonight. So there's nothing to get in order. That's just an excuse because you don't want to do the work. So you want to push yourself, stretch yourself, and do it tonight. After you get off this live, go do part 1. You have enough information to go do part 1. You don't want to be an information hoarder because information without implementation is just information. You're just walking around smart. ADHD in the building. You're just walking around. I'm so smart. I know everything about TikTok. I'm not making any money, but I know everything about TikTok. I'm just walking around. I know everything about everything. I be teasing my kids all the time. My sons, I tease them like that all the time. So what you want to do is you want to save videos that you resonate with. So when you go to those pages of the people who do what you do, you're going to save 5 or 10 of their videos from your niche, from your top creators, and you're just going to recreate the concept in your voice. You're just going to recreate it in your style, your voice, your tonality. That's all you're going to do. And what I can tell you works if you stay consistent. Play the long game. Play the long game. It's too many people play the short game. Momentum beats perfection every day. The difference is I can outwork you. That's the difference. The reason why people are more successful, they just outwork you. They're not smarter than you all the time, right? They just outwork you. They just realize, it's a numbers business. Everything is about numbers. If I do X amount of videos, if I talk to X amount of people, those are numbers, right? So it's not magic, it's mathematics. You better write that down. Say, business coach Jerusha said, it's not magic, it's mathematics. I do the math. Well, if I talk to 20 people, I already know, for me, my ratio 1 out of 6 will buy. Boom, I'm going to have at least 3-4 sales today. If I do that every day, I'm going to have at least 35-40 sales for the month for the 3-day ride. Okay, you multiply 397 by 35, what you got? If I keep doing that, I know the numbers. I have 52 people in the 3-day ride. Okay, times 397, how much is that? I'm doing the math. That's it. So if you want to sell your digital product, your digital product is $5. You need 400 people to buy it this week. Times 5 is $2,000. You want $2,000 a week, right? How many people do you have to talk to a day? How many people you have to get in front of a day? And so the only way it's going to happen if you do the numbers. So you're posting 1 to 2 videos, okay, every day. I would say you need to do 3, 4, 5 videos, but at least you're doing something. It takes 21 days to form a habit, 90 days before it becomes a lifestyle. That's how consistent you got to be. Talk to people who are already searching for what you offer. Stop chasing, start attracting. Attracting new people. You attract by showing up, giving value. You can use keywords, obviously, in your captions. That way you get categorized. That's going to help you with your content as well. Now, is something going on with TT? And so just do it on all the platforms. I always tell people to do it on all three: FIT, FB, IG, TT, and I do YT. You just want to do it everywhere. The same piece of content you put on TT, download it to your camera roll, then you put it on the other platforms. Now, the cool thing about TT now, which I love, I've already scheduled my content for tomorrow. I've already scheduled it. So I created some content today and I was like, let me go ahead and schedule it. TT has a new feature that came out a couple of weeks ago where you can now schedule in TT. You don't have to schedule in TikTok Studios. Now, I also use an all-in-one system. And if you're inside the 3-day ride, use my referral link for the all-in-one. It'll post for you on all the platforms at one time. So I don't have to go to TT post and schedule, go to FB schedule, go to IG schedule. I don't have to do that. Go to YT and schedule, go to link, that one and schedule. All I have to do is go through my all-in-one system. It will post on all the platforms for me. Now, if you want that, let me know. If you're inside the 3-day ride, I'll give it to you, or message me referral. I'll send it to you. Message me referral and I'll send you the link for the all-in-one system. Make sense? Yes or yes? Okay, good. So now that you got my notes, I made sure that I put it where you can understand it. You got it. You understand what to do, how to do it, all the things. Here's the problem. I've given you all that great detail. You have no competition. Most people won't even do it. The cool part about it, there is no competition. You're your only competition. No one is. Let me tell you, most people want to in their heart, but they don't put in the work. So that is why it's so much available. There's an unlimited amount of resources, unlimited amount of money, unlimited amount of people. If you were to talk to 10, 15 people a day, it's almost impossible not to get a sale, especially if you're putting out content. And if you're talking to people who are commenting on your stuff, liking your stuff, following you, you're definitely going to have sales. But you got to start that conversation. Inside the 3-day ride, I give you conversation starters, an entire workbook. Go through it. It's a lot of information. And by the time you plug it into your system, you're going to have the system working for you while you're at work. The system is still working. Right now, I can see somebody got into 3-day rides. So the system is working while I'm doing this. You're working smarter, not harder. Any questions? As always, if you're a part of my community, the Business Tip Motivation and Inspiration Group, I answer your questions every Wednesday night from 8 to 9. Did I answer your question about niching down? Do you need a niche? Is the niche important? You see how having a niche will get you more customers. And I'm not saying don't show your versatility. I'm just saying it's important that I know you for something. And if all of you, I know you're saying, well, I sell t-shirts, I sell lotion, I'm a therapist. You do a lot of things. Me too. I'm a business coach. I'm a speaker. I'm a mom. I'm a lot of things, right? So, but which one do I want to be known for? It doesn't mean I can't highlight the others. What do I want to be known for? And I would just stick with that until people start to follow you and purchase from you, and you have a momentum happening. And then you can start telling us about the other things. If you're in TikTok Shop, I'm not talking about you, because I know in TikTok Shop, y'all got to tell us a new product every day. So I'm not talking about you. We're talking about people who have a few products that they want to be known for. Because I know in the TikTok Shop, I see some people, they have a new product every day. Every day is another thing. So you just want to, in my opinion, I think it's confusing. So I think it's important for you to stick to one thing for a period of time and then incorporate the other ones every now and then. Like I have Pretty People merchandise. So when I wear my Pretty People tee, I'll say, hey, if you want to grab some Pretty People merch, all you got to go to this Pretty People right here to JarishaWiggins.com. Click Pretty People, and you'll see some Pretty People merch. T-shirts, sweatshirts, coffee mugs that say Pretty People. I don't say it every time, but I say it just enough where people are like, oh, let me go see. I didn't know she had merchandise. But I don't want to be known for selling T-shirts and sweatshirts. I'm going to revamp my page. Oh, okay. You're going to revamp your page to what? Okay, Miss Erica says you're going to revamp. To what? Tell me what you're going to revamp the page to. Talk to me. Miss Erica's, we work together, so she can come in a 3-day ride. Tell me what you're going to change it to. I'm excited to see this. So this is what you want to understand. It's going to take sometimes it's a longer process than others. When you get on social media and you see people making $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, some people making $99,000 a month, you get discouraged because you're like, I'm not even making $100. I understand. When I first got on social media, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, how are they making a 6-figure income from FB? Like, I couldn't figure it out. And then I realized these people are building relationships. You see me publicly like this, but I'm building relationships privately. I'm asking for the sale. I'm getting them in my community. And so I think it's important for you to understand your path is going to be your path. But you do need to learn these skills to show what my business is about. Okay, not the direct sales business, but your business. If you go to my page, you don't know what I do. I don't know what to do. Wait. Okay, now you're going to make me go to your page. If I go to your page, I'm not going to know what you do. Oh, maybe this phone is not charged. I don't think this phone is charged. Yeah, this phone is charged. So I think I know, okay, because it's important that when people go to your page that they can see, oh, this is what I'm going to get from this person. And then they decide if they're going to follow you or not. Oh, since I'm doing a stream key, I don't think I can go to the page. Nope. Oh, man. All right, so I'm going to go after this, though. No, it's a little all over the place. Okay. So let me say this. Even if you have 3 different things, because a lot of you are like, I'm in insurance, and then I sell makeup, and I am a realtor, but I also sell T-shirts. What do you want to be known for? It's great that you have all those things, okay? But which one can you talk about all the time? Which one brings you the most joy? Which one are you more passionate about? Thank you so much, Bola, for kicking that off. I appreciate you. Which one? Remember I told you my rotator cuff is which one? The one that you feel passionate about, the one that you love the most, the one that you can talk about all the time. That's the one, in my opinion, and my professional opinion, that's the one. I love business coaching. Yet, I love business coaching. I love talking about what I know for sure. I love helping people, answering their questions in the sales and marketing area. I want you to get more clients. And so that's why the page is about something that I actually love doing, right? So I can have fun and make funds. Although I'm also good at other things. I'm good at radio and television. I'm good at being a good mom. #mama boys. I've raised 2 great boys. I could teach mom some things that I did to make sure that my boys excel and they're honor students and all the things. I could talk about that, but that's not going to bring me joy all the time, right? And then I just want you to understand somebody is waiting for your information. They're actually looking for you right now. They're Googling, searching. They're looking for you right now because I'm not everybody's cup of tea. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, right? Some of us going to be too hot. Okay. So you want to make sure that whatever you want to be known for, you like it. It brings you joy and you can talk about it and you just like, blah, 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 I know everything about it. I have a client, she's in pharmaceutical sales. I say, talk about pharmaceutical sales. You love pharmaceutical sales. That's how you're going to get your audience because you're the expert in pharmaceutical sales. Yes, you sell a product, but you are known for this. Thank you so much, Bola. I appreciate you. We got the Fast Pops. Woo! We hit 5,000. I love it. I love it. I love it. So yes. Oh God. So I'm going to the doctor. I think I'm sure I diagnosed myself that I tore I don't even know how I did it. It's been like that for maybe a couple of weeks now. And now I'm just like, I guess I need to go see what the problem is. But I had already had this band before, but I can certainly tell something's wrong. So I've been working out my arms trying to figure it out. But I want to go to your page and find out what your page actually says when I first take one look, even if I didn't know you. And I looked at the page, I looked at the content, would I be able to say, oh, this is what she does? Now, because you're in the 3-day ride, I gave and in the 3-day ride, I think day one, how your profile and your banner should look. And I gave examples of your I help you statements. So that should be on your profile. That should be in your bio. Great picture. All of that is discussed in the 3-day rides. So we got to go make sure we change it. And if you don't know how to make a banner, I show you how to do it through Canva and I give examples. But that's where we got to start because it has to look good first. And then people start reading. So yes. Oh God. Yes, I need to update it. Oh, okay. If your picture, not yours, but if your picture has a seatbelt, I just want to text everybody that I see. Your picture has a seatbelt, but that's not a good picture. I'm going to tell you as your sister, as your friend, auntie, whatever you want to call me, that's not a good picture. Okay, we're going to change it. A picture where it's dark, it's not a good picture. We're going to change it. You want to make sure, go outside and take a good picture. Get a tripod and take a picture. Or open up the blinds and take a good picture in the natural sunlight. But the pictures with your head cut off, that's not a good picture. And so you want to change it because you're trying to attract people who have money to purchase, right? Okay, so you have to look like you could take them somewhere. People don't follow parked cars. They go around. They want to know you can take them to a different level, even if it's in their skincare, even if it's in, their finances. They want to know, oh, this person is educated about this thing. Let me tag on. And so it starts with the image. First impression is everything. So I do believe your profile is your resume to the world. Make sense? So it's just going to take time. Don't beat yourself up. I'm here if you want to get inside the 3-day ride. You're a newbie to me. You're just now following me. I got some newbies in the building. You can see if it's a fit or not. It is not for everybody. So put ride so that way you'll receive it. You'll be able to look over it in detail. Makes sense. You'll be able to look over it in detail and see if that's something you want to do. More importantly, you get to work with me. So at the end of the day, you'll get all that good information. Then you get to ask me questions. We get to work together, especially we build a relationship. So when I see you, I'm open to you. You can voice message me. I talk back. I'm not one of those people who never answer your questions. I do come back and answer your questions. So yes, you want to get inside the ride while it's available, and we'll be able to work together from now to the end of the year. And not typically it's 3 days, and then you have 7 days in a group. And I have 3 different groups. So I have different groups. I have a high level group, people who are already achieving. They just don't know much about social media. Then I have a group, people in the middle. They actually know their niche. They just don't, haven't attracted clients on social media. Then I have a group that's new. If you're a newbie, you go in that first group. So yes, so I have 3 different groups of 3-day riders, depending on where you are. Oh, she said Jerusha is very hands-on. That's so sweet. I didn't pay her to say that. Thank you so much. She said Jerusha is very hands-on. I am because I want to make sure that you understand what to do. I really want to make sure that you understand. I don't want to be the person that never makes time for all the people, right? So I know what it feels like to get into masterminds and you're not seen. I know what it feels like to get and purchase communities. I purchased a community like $600 and I never got my question answered. I actually purchased another one for $1,200 and I never got my questions answered. It was so many people in there. I was just a number. And so I tried. That's why I broke it down in 3 different groups where I have small communities and I can handle it. So I'm not going to overwhelm myself like I did one time before. I broke it down where I can do it and I can answer your questions and I see you. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for the hot chocolate. Thank you for the hot chocolate. Do me a favor. If you're not following, make sure you follow. I share actionable business tips, tools, hacks, strategies, marketing all the time. And the question tonight, do you have to have a niche? And I would say yes and no. Yes, if you want to be known for something. No, if you're just having fun. No. Why would you have a niche if you just want to have fun? Just have fun. Enjoy the app. Make sure you follow me and everybody else that you love. But the people who actually want to make money, I think you should be known for something. I know most of you have heard the story of the Chinese bamboo tree, that this man, he felt discouraged and things weren't going his way or wasn't going fast enough. Like a lot of you give up too soon. And he felt like he had done some work, but he didn't do enough work. And so he was discouraged. He wanted to give up. So he went to a mentor and he said, hey, I'm ready to give up. I've been posting and nobody's purchasing. I've been working and nobody's buying my product, my services, my opportunity. Okay. He told the mentor, it's just not worth it. What should I do? And the mentor told him about the giant bamboo tree. During the first year, the tiny plant is watered and fertilized and nothing happens. It is watered and fertilized for another whole year and nothing happens that whole year. And another year, nothing. And another year, nothing. And another year, nothing. And still nothing is happening with the bamboo. And then on like the 5th year, it shot up to the sky. In 6 weeks, the bamboo grows like 90 feet. So how long does it take for it to grow? The man said 6 weeks. The mentor said, like I would say to you, it didn't take 6 weeks. It took 5 years. You saw that growth. You saw that sprout up. That's what you saw. When you see people on social media like, oh, they're a millionaire. They've been doing it. This is not an overnight success. It might seem like it's overnight to you, but it's been being fertilized and watered and perfected and invested in over and over and over and over. You're going to want to quit. If you have not gotten to the point where you want to quit, you're not there yet. When you get to the point you're ready to give up, you want to quit, you crying, you like, it's over, I can't do it, then that's when, and you continue to go on, you're that person. Because if the farmer had stopped watering the plant at any point during those 5 years, it would have died. Same thing with your business. What was happening during all of those years? Underneath the ground, an enormous network of roots was developing to support the bamboo when it sprout up. That's like you and I in business. Everything, self-development is happening. How to handle people, how to overcome objections, how to follow up. All of that is happening. We're watering, we're nurturing our skill set. We're sharpening our iron. Iron sharpens iron, right? Growth takes patience and perseverance. Every drop of water makes a difference. Every step you take makes an impact. You can't give up now. You've come too far. There's a song that says, I don't know what y'all know about church, but you didn't bring me this far to leave me. I tell God all the time, you did not bring me this far to leave me. So it's more about you growing yourself. The business, you're going to be successful if you keep watering it, fertilizing it, investing in yourself. Even if you don't invest in the 3-day ride, that's fine. Invest in somebody else that you like, somebody else that resonates with you, but invest. That's the most important part. When I started investing in myself, it made a difference. When I got connected with somebody who knew more than myself, I saw growth. Yeah, I'm there. I wanted to quit, but I can't. You can't quit. You can't. You come too far. You can't. But see, that's when you know it's in you. Like you keep going. You see a little bit at a time. You keep going. You got to be connected with somebody who's pushing you forward to success. I'm glad you said that. You got to be next to somebody who say, so what, you going to quit? That's not what you made of, right? You think God would have placed it in your heart for you not to continue? You think he did that? He did it. The only reason he gave it to you, he gave you the vision. He's going to provide the provision. He gave you the vision. You, not your cousin, not your sister, not you, not your friend, you. And the moment that I realized that, it's me, Jerusha, it's you. I had to learn social media. I was already successful offline. but I had to learn, how do I do this online? So if I can learn, you can learn. So if you want to get inside the 3-day ride, absolutely, I would love to service you. I would love to see what your business is. I would love to see how we can better scale your business. Yes, let's do it. Put RIDE in the chat, RIDE. If you're on FB, IG, YT, or TT, it doesn't matter. You could text me the word RIDE, RIDE, so you can get in and we can work together now to the end of the year. But don't allow this opportunity to slide by and you still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it. Jerusha, I'm still thinking. Okay, but you want to be successful, but you're still thinking about it. So you have to make a decision. Indecision is a decision. Say, business coach Jerusha said, indecision is a decision. So it's so much happening in the economy. I just wouldn't trust working for somebody else. I would definitely continue my job if I love working in corporate America, but I would have a side hustle. I would learn the skills just in case corporate America lets you down. I would definitely invest in myself just in case. So yes, if you want to see what that looks like, thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you want to see what that looks like, all you have to do when you text me the word RIDE, RIDE, a screen is going to ask you for your email and your information, obviously. That is a part of business to capture the information. And I teach you how to do that inside the 3-day ride. Hey, Mr. Frank, how you doing? Mr. Frank in the building. Hey, Mr. Frank, how you doing? Good to see you. The first thing you're going to see is my website. This is my website where you can join the 3-day ride. If you're struggling to get leads online, learn my proven 3-day formula to attract clients, convert sales, and grow without living on your phone all day. I don't have to live on my phone all day to get people inside my courses, my coaching, whatever is available. You'll tap that green button and it'll take you through the process of getting your seat inside the 3-day ride. Now, inside the ride, you're going to receive a lot of things. There's a lot of information. Once you take the courses and the modules, you'll be placed in a community, which is my 3-day ride group community, where you can ask questions. And that's where we do one-on-one coaching inside that community. Okay. And I do live coachings with you. Some people just want to be on the phone. That's fine. If you just want me to voice message you, that's fine. But I love to see you. Okay. I'm a hands-on person. I want to see you. And so you'll be able to see all the things that are available here in the 3-day ride. And let me just share this with you. Day 1 is packed. Day 1 is over an hour of modules and trainings. And so on day 1, you're going to learn how to attract your ideal client, how to recruit people, talk to people, all the things, especially attraction marketing. That is how I built my online presence, attraction marketing. Once you learn attraction marketing, you're going to be good at this. So day 1 is going to talk to you about that. Day 2, we're going to start engaging. I'm going to tell you, you definitely need the Power Hour strategy, the 7-day content calendar. It's in day 2. You're going to find people on FB, IG, and TT. I do the FIT method, FIT. Everything I teach you on FB, you can use it on all the platforms. Okay. Then, of course, you have day 3 is conversation. This is what people don't understand. Conversations convert. If you're not making conversations, I can tell you you're not making money. If you're not networking with people, I can tell you you're not making money. You have to ask. You have to start talking and ask for the sale. So I give you proven scripts to start that conversation. And then obviously how to follow up with those people who say, catch me on Friday. I'm going to be ready on Monday. I'm going to be ready at the top of the year. Okay, you're going to put them in your follow-up system and you'll have the follow-up ebook inside the 3-day ride. You'll also receive the top 10 ways to overcome objections. Let me just say this to you. It is a PDF, but it's also in audio. So I didn't just give you PDFs. I actually have those 10 in audio because you need to hear my voice. You need to hear me say it. If someone says, I don't have the money, I'm going to ask a question. Well, how far away are we? That is inside the 10 objection handling. So you'll know what to say when someone says, let me think about it. You don't have to second guess yourself. Am I saying the right thing? I don't know what to do. You're going to know exactly what to do. Cindy in the building. Thank you for getting your daily heart me. Cindy, I need to schedule an appointment with you. I wanted to do it this week. How you doing, gorgeous? Okay. And then, of course, in the green button, you'll grab the 3-day ride. You do have some additional modules that are available for you inside the ride. You're able to grab all of those. Now, here's the thing that's important to me. Testimonials. When you go to my page, if you text me RIDE, you'll receive this business page so you can see what's available in the 3-day ride. Let me just say this for you. Read the testimonials. I love my clients. I love how they come out of the ride and say what they have learned, how many clients they have gained after taking the ride. One girl, she went from 2,000 in production to 10,000 after taking the ride. So I definitely, this girl right here, she's a holistic specialist. She's good at what she does. She's a holistic specialist. And so this young lady is the young lady. She went from 2,000 to 10,000 after taking the ride. It's so many great stories. This young lady right here, she says she have customers every day right here. And then this lady, I can't remember what her story was, but you can read all of these. I have tons of them. I save them because I want people to know it's not me successful. It's other people taking what I know of 20 years and implementing. And I know a lot. Okay. So yes, if you have not taken the 3-day ride yet, now is the perfect time in fourth quarter so we can schedule time together. And most people like, I got to listen to it again. It's so much information. I'm listening to it again. Yes, it is a lot. I purposely do that so that you will walk away with enough to see results. And so, yes, and this is everything that's inside the ride. So if you are inside the ride, we schedule one-on-one time, at least 30 minutes to an hour, so I can answer all of your questions so you're not by yourself. So if you want me to hold your hand, yes, I can do that for you. The ride is $397. When I first started the ride 3 years ago, the ride, yes, was about $2,000. And the ride is now, hey, schedule an appointment this week. I have. Okay. The ride now is only $397. Yes. And it is a payment plan if you need it. And this is another testimonial right here. You got to listen to hers. She's an author. She helps people write books. I have all types of people that I've worked with, right? So it doesn't have to be you're in like a network marketing company. I have people that are insurance brokers, real estate, realtors. They own a hair salon. She actually is an author of a book. Several books, actually. She helps people write their first book. She has a great story. So yes, so please take a look at that. If you want the ride, please text me ride so we can get you in as fast as possible. I'm happy to work with you in any way that I can. So let me do this. I will see you tomorrow. We'll be working out between 10 and 12. If you can hit the bell so when I go live, you get the notification. I'm happy to work out with you and teach at the same time. We're walking and talking, and I'm going to finish my workout. I really think I fractured or something my rotor cuff or whatever in my arm. Send you a DM to schedule an appointment. Yes, send me a DM to schedule an appointment. Yes. So yes, so I can put you on my calendar. Thank you so much. Yes, Miss Lady in the building. How you doing, gorgeous? Good to see you. I will see you on tomorrow. I work out between 10 and 12. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I'll see you on the page. Have a great night. Have a great night. Thank you. Yes. How you doing, gorgeous? You just missed the training. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for coming in, Miss Lena Lee. I appreciate you. Oh, and remind me to tell you what agency I'm in, Cindy, and whoever else wants to get into an agency on TT. Remind me to tell you the agency so I can send you the link. Have a good night.